Hey guys, it's me Bert and welcome back to my channel. Now, as for my vacation, I actually went to Minnesota, and part of my trip I went to the Mall of America, and so of course I did a little shopping. So that's what today's video is. I wanted to show you the haul of the things that I got at Mall of America, as well as I had placed an order for BH Cosmetics and I got a couple of things there and wanted to share with you what I bought. So let's go ahead and start with the BH Cosmetics, mostly because it's closest to me and partly because I actually placed that order first. It arrived while I was away on my vacation. So the reason why I placed an order is they were actually having a fantastic sale on their brushes. Their brushes are actually really reasonably priced, and quite frankly the ones that I have I've actually really liked. They're some of my favorites. In fact, let's just get into it. The number 12 brush, which is their blending brush, this is the one that I turn to every time. This is the brush that I will use for blending things out. It's the one that I use to put pretty much anytime you're seeing me do work up here, it's probably with this brush. It was on sale for $2, so I bought 5. One I'm actually planning on giving away to a friend, and one I'm saving for something special. So yeah. Then I also got they call it a highlight brush. It's a very similar shape. It's a little bit flatter, as you can see, but I thought it would be a nice alternative brush to use this way. But having looked at it and seen it, I probably might try and use it as a contour brush to see how that works out for me. So I got this brush as well. And then the last brush I got is, this one doesn't have a number, but you can see exactly what it is, which is a dual fiber stippling brush. I have one and I really felt like I needed a second one, partly because when a brush gets dirty, I feel like I tend to want to use it after I've dirtied it up enough. Like, for some reason it gains popularity when it gets dirty. I don't know. So I felt like, okay, for this good of a brush sale, and again, I think most of these brushes were like $2 or $3. So I figured I'll give this one a whirl as well. So those are the brushes I got there. So that was, oh, the next thing I got was the Wild and Radiant palette. 4 of them here in the palette. They're kind of like a, let me see if I can't swatch them for you. So you can see we kind of have a rose goldy color, then 2 tans. This one's a little more gold, this one's a little more opalescent, a little more pink, and then we have more like a bronzy gold color. Again, I thought they might add some fun and some new highlights for me, so I got that. And then the next one I got was the Baked and Beautiful. So this is a palette of all baked eyeshadows. Again, I thought it would be a good fun choice. You can see they have these duals up here, and then they have all these other colors. Let me see if I can't swatch a couple for you. You can see there's, that's that blue. There's the pink. And then I did this one, and then I did the purpley one. So you can see, even just with a little swipe, they have some good pigment to them. So again, hopefully with filming resuming as normal, we'll see some looks coming up with that. So those are the items that I received from BH Cosmetics. While we were there, they have a Sephora, and I went to the Sephora. And so here is what I got. I got one of the Bite Beauty Frozen Berry lipsticks. This one is in the color Barberry. Let me give you a swatch. So you can see it's kind of a fuchsia purpley color. I have actually put it on my lips once because I wanted to see what it actually looked like on my lips. This was the one that I felt like, okay, I could probably actually wear this and really like it. And it goes on smooth. It tastes good, which was kind of an interesting twist. I had heard that about the Bite Beauty products, but to actually experience it firsthand, it was kind of interesting. Anyways, the next item I got was one of the new Too Faced Love Flushed blushes. This is Justify My Love. And you can see it's very much similar to a lot of the colors that I wear all the time. It's that rosy, mauve-y kind of color. Oh, really, it's so cute. The packaging with the bunnies and everything. So there's a swatch of it there on my hand, and you can see it's just kind of a pinky mauve color. I got a inked liner from Kat Von D. This is in the color Nerdist. I had actually swatched these at my local Sephora, and they didn't have this color on hand, so when I saw it at this store, I was like, okay, I know I want this particular color, and so I bought it. And you can see it's just a really pretty, like, nautical, like, blue, not quite navy, but not really like pale sky blue. It's just a nice bright blue. So I like blue with brown-eyed girls, so yeah. I also got the Urban Decay, one of their moon dust shadows. This is in the color Solstice. So as you can see, it's kind of got a teal glitter, but there you go. You can see it has a real like reddy brown maroon undertone. Let's see if I can't swatch it. So there you go. You can see it definitely has a maroony brown undertone, and you can see a bit of the glitter. The shimmer is tealy blue colored. So again, I thought that would be a real fun look, and even with my hooded eyes, I thought it would be kind of fun. So you might see a look coming up with that one. And then the last three items that I got were all out of the sample section, because, you know, we're a sucker for that area. They put it up there, and of course, you know, we all load up the rest of our cart with it. The first one is the Smashbox Primer Water. You know, you see all these YouTubers use it and talk about it and rave about it. So I thought, okay, I'll get a small bottle and give it a sample, a whirl. I have oily skin, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about it. But again, for a small bottle, it's worth a try. The next thing that I'm dropping all over the place is Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. It's their setting spray. And the last thing that I got was the Laura Mercier setting powder. It's their translucent setting powder. As you know, I love the Secret Eye Brightening Powder. It's one of my favorites. This is literally just a mini jar of setting powder. It comes, as I just showed you, with a fluff, a puff, which is supposed to be the best application item for it. So again, I felt like this was a great way to kind of try it out and see how it was. So those are the items that I got while at Sephora. Now, the other thing that we did while at the Mall of America, the other store that I went to and had intentions of going to as part of this destination, this is where the Sigma store is. Y'all know about my Sigma video, and if not, I'll link it below. You all know how I feel about one particular brush in particular. But again, I think their quality is one of the best quality out there, and so I had no intentions of buying that one single brush, but I did have some others that I was in need of getting some duplicates and some new brushes. So I'll show you the items that I got. The first one that I wanted and needed was a brand new F80 brush. Again, apparently they gain popularity when they get dirty, and I love the first one that I have. It's my favorite. I tend to use it a lot, to the point that I probably am using it longer than I should because of the fact I love it so much. So I wanted a second one. The next that I got was another E25. So it's just a white flat brush. Again, I already have one They're great for the ColourPop Cosmetics because it's a synthetic, so it's really a great brush for applying those, and so I wanted another one. Then I got another pencil brush, the E30. They didn't have it in the chrome at the time, so they gave me my choice. I chose the rose, the copper. Again, I have the one just like this with the chrome tip. Like it, love it. There you go. This first one is called a smudge brush. It's an E21. And you can see it's really quite small and flat. What I tend to use these for is putting on highlight on my eyes. I use it here, and then I'll use it here for the inner eye. I find that because it's nice and tight, I can get in real good with, I can get into those spaces nicely and apply product without getting it all over my face. The next one is called a short shader. It's the E20 here, and I use these under the eye. This is what I use to help smudge out my lower lash line. I find that they're soft enough and dense enough that they really kind of help smudge out the product without applying too much. So this is a favorite style brush. And then the last brush is the E45. Now, once again, we all know my story about the E40, but I like these blending brushes that are pointed and tapered and small, which is exactly what this is. So I thought this would be really great for getting in my crease and getting on the outer edge. I have a few in this style, so again, it was a style that I was kind of looking for and trying to find. So, spa brush cleaner devices. It's the small little, I guess it really is intended to use on your hand, but what you do is you put it on your hand, the thumb goes through one of the edges, and essentially you can use this portion and you can use this side, and essentially they help you rub your brushes along it and they help you clean the brush. The nice thing is that it then flips, and as you can see, you get a whole new texture, and one side is designed for your face and the other side is designed for your eyes. So it really helps you clean your brushes more thoroughly. So with that being said, eyeshadow palette. This one is called Flare. Here are some really pretty like pastel-y colors. So it came with a dual-sided brush. Now this brush is a E40 and a E55. I can tell you already, I like this E40. You can see how big and how fluffy this is, and this was a freebie in their set. I had heard that if you bought sets versus the individual, you actually got the more fluffy version. You might actually see me try and use this brush with this end in particular. The other end is just a real flat, like packed brush. That is what I got while I was at Sigma. So the last thing is we went to the Macy's. We were just kind of walking around and killing time, and they had a whole makeup section, and I was just kind of browsing through, and they had Tarte and they had the Energy Noir, and you guys had seen from my last mini haul video that I had gotten the regular Energy. So this is their, as you can see, their dark version. It's definitely more of a berry toned. And that's just an instant application of what it is on my skin. Again, this is one of those skin chemistry colors, meaning that once you put it on, it changes its tone. It still should remain kind of a berry tone, but depending on your personal chemistry, it might get darker or lighter or brighter. For me, it's very close to what you see here. It does get a little bit pinker, but I really liked it, and it gave me a nice darker option from the light one that I had purchased earlier. Okay, so is that it? Yeah, that's it. So those are all the items, the haul that I got while I was in my vacation at Mall of America. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe and give me that thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Bye.